Yeah, so my name is Emonee LaRussa. I'm a two-time Emmy Award-winning motion graphics artist and director. I predominantly worked in music visuals before pursuing NFTs full-time. And then I am also the founder of Panorama Studios, an animation studio, and I'm also the founder of the nonprofit organization JumpStart Designers. Yeah, so our mission is to provide computers and Adobe CC to kids in underserved communities. So we not only provide the tools, but the education and opportunities as well. So we want to get kids started on their digital art dream. So that's a huge priority for us. And yeah, we are very involved in NFTs. We believe that NFTs can provide generational wealth like we've never seen before. And I think that we all know that digital art's a very expensive field to get into. So I think providing this accessibility will create like huge change. Yeah, Adobe has been so awesome. They immediately jumped on board, and we're just so grateful that these huge brands are deciding to like be a part of this, because without them, this would be more difficult. I mean, the subscriptions alone are $60, and that's like a monthly basis. And so being able to have these brands donate computers, like MSI's donated computers and Adobe's donated subscriptions, and just being able to use their platforms to get our word out is huge. Yeah, so I mean, we have really big goals, and something about Jumpstart Designers is that we want to exist for a very long time. We think that technology is always going to be a growing thing, and as it's going to cost money, and we want to be able to provide that accessibility. So whatever art medium any kid wants to get into, we could provide that for them. So we want to like provide opportunities so that they can collab with actual artists that are in the space, so they can start building portfolios. We would hope to like in the future even expand outside of art and get into like computer building and learning how to program and like knowing how to troubleshoot their own computers so that they could work on their art and then know how to fix their computer if it ever gets broken. So yeah. Yeah, so that was a huge moment for me, being in the music industry, like being a small little artist, and then now working with the Grammys, like the biggest like music event ever, was just such a huge moment for me. So I got to work with the Grammys, and also Andre O'Shea and Thank You X were artists that were collaborating on this as well. And yeah, it was just a super fun experience. They didn't limit me on what I could create, so that was awesome. And I just had a super fun time making it. Like it was just chillax and really cool. Yeah, I think that a lot of times artists who are joining into the music industry are kind of let down by what it seems to be able to provide. So like fame, glory, like you get all these things, but in reality, you own very little of your own music. And I think what the being able to create music on the blockchain now provides musicians to create an actual income and not just like survive, but to be able to expand on their career, and like their actual fans get to like own a piece of that. And I think that's just huge. And I think we're going to see a lot more musicians doing big things like that really soon. Yeah, so it's hard because I think as women of color, we're expected to do more than average, and our expectations to fail are high. And because when you look at the numbers and you only have a few women of color that are in the space, that's all on you. That pressure is on you to be successful, because what are you going to be part of the statistic that doesn't make it? And so I think it's so important for women to feel like you can be vulnerable and you can be sensitive, and you don't need to have this hard rock like shell of skin in order to make it. Like, it's like we're forced to be this strong, powerful woman, but like sometimes it's okay to cry, and sometimes it's okay to like sit in a moment and just really like appreciate what's going on and not have to feel like, what's next? I need to figure out like what I need to do, because I feel like a lot of times we are in a position to where we're the token. We're okay, you're here, but we never just sit in it. And I feel like we appreciate it more, and we can overcome a lot more when we have that self-love. When we know that there's so much obstacles outside that are fighting against us, that we can go out and say like, I'm supposed to be here. Like, I deserve to be here because I worked hard, and there's no one else that can tell me otherwise. That confidence comes within, and that's something I wish that I was told when I started. Yeah. So they're an animation studio that I've worked with, and they are just a group of talented, amazing people. They have hearts of gold there. They genuinely care about their artists, and it's something that I've never felt with any other animation studio, and it feels so awesome to be a part of something that like they just check up on you like, hey, I hope that you're having a good day. Like, project aside, like you're an awesome person, you're a talented artist, and that feels really genuine. And so it's this whole thing of like, you don't have to be mean in order to make it, and they're a pure example of that. Oh, wow. I hope that the NFT space is just full of so many different characters and people, and it just is a viable career, and like it is something that people are proud to say, and there's no argument of whether or not this is good or not. Like, this is here, and we're here to stay. Like, I want to see that like success there, like in the future. Yeah, so I mean, I've never done a keynote before, so I was like sweating the entire time just thinking about it. And so I thought it was cool because it allowed me to show some footage of like where I got started, how I got started, and you can understand why I'm doing the things that I do. And I think that's so important for me as an artist, for people to see like why I have so much passion for this. And like, maybe you can change your perspective, and maybe you can go out of your way to change the future of digital art, which is what I'm trying to do. And so I felt really honored to be a part of something where NFT had reached out to me and wanted me to be a part of this. Like, that felt really awesome to like be like, wow, like they're really like reaching out to people like me, it's just cool.
Nice.
Yeah.